Body.
Confident.
Body confidence. We preach about it all the time.
We do.
And it's one of the best things for you, being confident about the skin that you're in.
Yes, you need to be confident about your own body.
Yes, for eternal happiness, you have to be happy with your own body.
And it's easier said than done.
It is. It's almost near impossible for a lot of people. And a lot of people go through their lives and still hate their body. And it's not about hating your body. It's about loving it and showing it off and wanting people to see it.
We both definitely experienced like parts of our like growing up teenage years where we felt like unconfident about certain parts of our bodies.
Completely. You know, everybody goes through it. Everybody. It's a completely normal thing to do, especially when you're going through the ages of 13 to probably 20, 22, 23, I'd say. Like, that's the main time for you to feel shit about your body. Your hormones going everywhere, your head's all over the place. It truly makes you believe that you are the most unattractive person alive. And that's just not the way it is.
Nope. And it's okay to feel like that after and around those ages.
It's completely fine.
People's confidence goes into their
I mean, you'll get
adult life.
You'll get times, I'm sure you do it today, you'll get days where you feel great about your body and then the next day you'll feel shit about your body. And that can happen all the way through life. You'll have good days, bad days, you'll have good months, good years even. If not bad years and bad months, but the whole trick is to get yourself out of it.
Yes.
Yes.
You do need to do something to love your own body.
Absolutely. Why would you want to live your day... Why would you want to live your life even hating your body when you can do something about it? You can be positive and look at it in a completely different way. You know, what you're feeling now and how you look at your body will not be like that forever. It will definitely 100% change, but it won't do it on its own. You have to do something about it.
There's obviously like very easy like options that like a lot of people do, and obviously you know that everyone does it, and that is becoming fit and healthy.
Fit and healthy.
Being healthy, eating well, exercising does boost your like happiness as well as help towards your body looking great.
The best thing that you can do is not look at the negatives. It's so easy to go to a mirror and pick out all the nasty little bits about you, but you shouldn't be doing that because that's self-destructive and it doesn't get you anywhere. Nobody else sees what you see in that mirror. They see a completely different picture, a completely different person.
It's so true.
And it does take ages to figure that out as well. It's not something you can just go, oh yeah, people feel differently about me. It's something that takes years of thinking about and realising what other people look at and what you look at yourself, and realising that other people see something completely different. I know you might be thinking that that's crazy talk, but if you look at a friend and she is upset about something wrong with her and you can't see that, you can't understand why she's upset about it. So say, for example, I'm fat, and you're like, no, you're not fat. That's what people see. They don't see that you're fat. They see that's you, you know. They don't pick out all those horrible little bits. And we are the worst people to do that. We will pick out tiny little things that nobody else will notice and dwell on them and make it seem like it's such a big deal. No! If you look at somebody and you might think that they're a little bit, again, overweight, for example, but they are confident in themselves, they love their body, that's far more attractive than somebody saying, oh yeah, I'm a little bit too big. You know, if they're like, fuck it, I love all of this, then that's really attractive.
It really is.
Love the skin that you're in, love the bits about you that are worth loving.
Feeling like confident, like being a confident person in general is an attractive trait, and everyone's going to be like attracted to someone that's more confident.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it gives off this air of, yes, you know, I am happy in my own skin.
Yeah.
You don't want to sit there going, you know, picking out all the nasty little bits to you. People don't necessarily want to hear that either. It makes them notice what's bad about you. You know, if you say, oh, I'm so spotty today, for example, people are going to go, oh shit, yeah, you are spotty today. But if you didn't say anything at all, they wouldn't notice it. It's the same with, you know, anything to do with yourself. So it's being confident no matter how shit you feel. And often or not, putting on a smile is really beneficial. It releases endorphins, and even if you don't mean it, you generally sort of slip into the happy phase.
Yeah.
You know, the best thing to do is just be like, you know what, fuck it. Today is shit, but I'm going to smile about it and have a good giggle anyway.
Yeah.
Even if it is really, really hard to do. And it can be, you know, we both know that.
So you know that, like, being confident is attractive, but how do you get there?
Yes, how do you get there? So our first tip is to not pick out all your worst features. Even though we've just explained going to the mirror and pointing out all the horrible little bits, how about instead today look into the mirror and pick out all the best bits about you?
Yeah.
And thinking positively. You know, if you've got a nice bum, for example, or you really like that patch of skin there, if you don't mind your lips or your nose, really look at those, because that's the thing that's what people are going to notice in you.
Yeah,
it's
that's
not
definitely like, I've
shit.
definitely done things like that as well before. Like when I was feeling like a bit too overweight and stuff, I would like look at my bum and be like, yeah, but I have a great arm.
And like pep talk to yourself and be like, fuck yeah, you know, I'm ready for today. I'm gonna do this today. And it can just hype you up a little bit.
Yeah.
Especially when you're stuck in a horrible depressive hole. Sometimes you do just need to do something to rip yourself out of it. You can't wait for it to happen. It won't happen like that. You could be unhappy for years in that case. You really do need to do something about it.
You do. Another good thing to do is clothing.
Yes.
So like sexy lingerie, like nice fitting underwear, like
wear something that like makes you feel attractive. You know, if you're a guy, if you have that special pair of jeans, wear those, put those on and be like, fuck yeah, I look good in these. And the same with if you're a girl, if you've got that really nice dress that you look peng in, or even some lingerie. Go on, take some shots of yourself. Look a bit sexy.
Yeah, I think underwear is really underrated because it really boosts your confidence when you're wearing like, you know that you're like sexy underneath.
Yeah, that can really help. If you're feeling shit and you're wearing super sexy underwear.
Yeah.
Or like your best pair of socks or something.
Your best pair of socks.
I'm more thinking about for a guy, he's not going to put on like the best pair of underwear he's got and think, yeah.
He might.
Well, he might, yeah, you could
Look at my package in that.
You could have a very, very expensive pair of underwear, like those nice Calvin Kleins that you put on there and show off. A good tip to remember is to celebrate your goals. So say if you have decided to go on a diet or get healthy, eat healthier, celebrate, you know, buy yourself something nice, enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
And make sure that you realise that you are the only person in the world that is you, nobody else. Why would you want to be somebody else when you're you? It's fucking great. People love you and you have to see that.
If you drop those dress sizes, go out, buy yourself a new dress. Like, it's something that really like shows you to yourself that you've achieved it. So if you're buying, like, when I was losing weight, I tried on my old like little denim shorts, and when I fit in those again, I was so happy. And really, really did boost my confidence.
Or even like your old clothes and being like, extra room.
Yeah.
Now we do understand that there is a lot of bad mental disorders that make you feel that shit and genuinely you feel like nothing can help you. And that we can completely relate to. I have OCD and it can make you go into complete dark holes.
Yeah.
And
I have trichotillomania, which is a hair pulling out disorder, which is also really bad for anxiety and self-loathing.
I mean, we are our own worst enemies in that sense. And sometimes people out there can suffer quite badly from body dysmorphia, whereas that it doesn't matter what you do, doesn't matter what tells you, like who tells you what, you can truly, honestly feel hideous in your own skin. But that shouldn't be the way it is. You shouldn't have to sit there in silence about it. You should get help. And it's the same with anybody who doesn't have a known mental disorder. If they still feel shit, there is plenty of stuff online you can do. There is online books and self-help and things you can check out on the internet and all kinds of exciting stuff. But you have to do something about it.
Yeah, we both had CBT as well through the National Health Service.
Praise CBT. It changed my life completely.
For me, it was not that helpful, but I think it was the time in my life that I had it.
It does depend on the time of your life and depends on who you see and what's going on at that time too. Yeah. But body dysmorphia is something that you shouldn't ignore. You know, you shouldn't have to resort to plastic surgery or drastic measures to feel good about yourself. And a lot of the time it's not to do with how you actually feel about yourself, it's to do with control. So that means you have to look at other aspects in your life to understand why you're going like, through that and why you feel like that. It's the same with a lot of, you know, anorexia and bulimia revolves around making yourself feel good. That isn't because you feel, I mean, obviously you feel shit about yourself, but that's mainly to do with control and controlling your weight like you do. It's something that, it's not the end of the world. It can be fixed.
Sometimes though, if you can make a positive change. I'm not saying plastic surgery at all, but my friend went out to get braces and I can already tell that she's feeling like so much more confident now she's having straight teeth. Like it's just made such a difference to her, and like having like a beautiful smile is just
it's everything to her.
Everything,
it's amazing. And it same with like little things, like say for example if you have a mole that you really loathe, then it is worth getting that removed. I mean, we both have moles removed and it has made us I feel completely differently.
So you can make changes for the better as well. If you know that it's gonna make you feel that much better, then it will be worth it.
Yes, regardless of what other people say. I mean, we do think that plastic surgery is very extreme in some instances, but in a lot of instances it can help people. We just don't agree with it. We're all about the natural.
We do like the natural body.
We do, but it's all about loving yourself. You know, if you prefer being super plasticky and you love yourself for that, then that's the way it's supposed to be. You know, if you've tried a few of these options and you feel like you've tried everything in your power to feel better about yourself, then it is worth going and seeking medical help and getting something like CBT therapy, or even if you're just speaking to a counsellor about it.
Or a therapist.
A lot of online forums are really good to chat to people too, but unfortunately body confidence, if you feel low, it's such a selfish thing and you get so caught up in your own thoughts that you can't break out of them. You have to bear in mind that you can break out of them and it can be amazing and you can love the body that you're in.
It's all about positive thinking.
Positive thinking, absolutely.
Just always, if you're always positive, then things are just better.
Absolutely, And
it's hard to explain, it's just better.
It can be shit, because often or not, your mind can make you see all the shit in everything, but then you can turn that around. It does take time, but with the right sort of oomph, then you'll be able to do it.
Yes.
But please let us know if what we've said has given you anything to think about or help you. We'd love to hear from you, because this is something that, again, I think we both feel really passionately about loving your body. And let us know if it's helpful.
And we're also going to be doing a couple more videos on Reed's OCD and my trichotillomania.
Terror. At least I've got OCD. Big word. But anyway, hope you've enjoyed it and speak to you soon.
Bye.